So here we are in 2020, 13th of October. I'm going to have a bit of a look, a bit of a wander around the garden. There's a few trees here, food-bearing trees, but I'll deal with those in another video. So we're going to start off with the vegetable and also flower garden that I'm mixing them up together basically. So here we are. Here's some bunching shallots, just planted those a couple of days ago, so they're a bit all over the place, but they'll straighten up. And here's some lemongrass I planted. I actually broke up a great big plant and spread it around the garden, so that's one there. And beyond is, I planted those early, I think in the winter. That's kale, Tuscan kale, which I prefer. It's the sweetest in my estimation. And moving along here, there's some Roma tomatoes. Thought I'd try those. They're getting a bit of I'm getting a bit of trouble with, I think it's earwigs chewing off the tops. They don't usually affect tomatoes that much. In fact, this year is the first time I've ever had trouble with earwigs in general, and specifically on tomatoes. So I'm going to make up a linseed oil bath, so to speak, and place that in there and in a jar. And theory has it that they like the smell of it, climb in and can't get out and drown. So and there's lots of them as well, so we can't be too squeamish. And behind that is some celeriac. I've been trying to get this to grow and form a bulb, but so far, and the two times I've tried it, it's turned into, it's bolted. It's bolted. But you can eat the leaves. It's stronger than celery, so it's probably best, as I found, to steam it, and then that sort of sweetens it up or lessens the bitter taste. So that's what I would do there. Here, if I just come back a bit and maybe turn slightly to the side, that's rocket, which is nice when it's young, gets a bit strong, let's say, but it's got lots of flowers, attracts bees and stuff, and you get seeds, and it often sells seeds anyway, so that's good. Here's herb robert. This is a great tonic. Grows like a weed effectively, and it likes moisture, and it grows very well. Goes through the winter, but very well in the spring when it's not as too hot, and lots of moisture, lots of rain, or certainly this year anyway. This is in northern Victoria, northeast Victoria, so it's does get very hot now. These are white pansies, and last year I had brassicas growing here, so the story goes that the white flowers look like cabbage moth butterflies, and therefore the actual butterflies that come along think, oh, there's somebody there, so I'll move somewhere else. This is the theory, but I didn't really know what happened because it was winter time, so I didn't get any. When it got cold, I didn't get any butterflies anyway, so wrong place now because I don't have the brassicas here. You've got to move them around. Look, there's a snail there, so we don't want that sort of thing. So anyway, I usually relocate these. I really haven't got the I don't like crushing them, Anyway, this is wild lettuce here, and it produces a sap which apparently is good for getting a good night's sleep, a sedative. I'm going to try that when it gets to the flowering stage. Here's some more Roma tomatoes, and down here is also evidence of the earwigs, I think, doing this. And underneath here is a tiny little flower which attracts, you can see it there, the lacewing butterfly, which is a beneficial insect, and I think it's called alyssum. Yes, alyssum. So here's another little pansy here. This sort of survived through the winter, so and only one left. There used to be quite a few. I don't know where they came from actually. I think they must have come in from birds or something. I didn't plant it, it came up by itself. This is pyrethrum, and here's more herb robert, and that's more kale, a newer crop of kale, Tuscan again mainly. I got it in a cage. I built this cage last year because I planted the other kale when there was still butterflies around, and they would chew into kale. And round here is aloe vera, and in the background there's more bolting celeriac. There's one there that hasn't bolted, but it's a bit dwarf, so I don't know what to do about that. Anyway, that's this bed, so I'll stop now, and we'll carry on to the next bed.